see just need to see chat, which is on the wrong fucking side. And you, my annoying friend, are in the wrong place. You working now? Are you working? Hello? Oh, you're muted. Unmute. Now can you hear me? Can I hear me? Work is okay, great. Now can you hear me? Can I hear me? That won't screw in there, so this is just gonna have to sit somewhere unobtrusive and annoying. That should work right there. Just, yeah. I'm sorry. The mic is going to be an issue. Dang it. I'm okay. I'm okay. I'm okay. No, I'm not. Ow! So candy came in my toe. Right. How is that looking? That is down a little too low. That is. Hello. Much better. Okay. Pausing that. I can see chat. I don't need to see myself. And we're good. So, how's everyone doing? You there. Did those not get fixed? I don't think those got fixed. Oh yeah, they did. Okay, they're just bright. Okay, ow. It's been a day. Yes, it has. Yes, it has. All right. You quit. There. There. Ah! No. Calm the fuck down. I am just going to sit here for a few minutes, give people a chance to get in. Can I log in on this computer? That might be good. Is that password gonna work? Nope. Yep, there. That Sparkle Farts is out of luck. Do 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 do. Oh, I should probably actually announce on Gilded that we've gone live. I mean, that would be the reasonable thing to do, yeah. Hey, baby, how are you? I'm giving people time to get in while I accidentally unplugged my power strip, so I had to restart the computer and just got it up in time to start stream. I'm giving people time to get in while I finish my medication. Because TheraFlu's a thing. Oh look, the laptop wants to update. The laptop's SOL till stream's over. Thank you for parenting, baby. So I know the sewing table angle is wonky. I will get that fixed. I've been filming this week cleaning the office, and the camera that's pointed down right now is taped to the ring lights, and I need to work out how to make that angle better. But right now you're seeing all my crap. There's the corset. I have not touched it since last week. Bacon, thank you for the resub. Why am I not hearing anything about a resub? Because I'm not looking at OBS back here. Hold on. It's also giving me an FPS warning. Why? Close unnecessary crap. That is not streaming running. Thank you, Bacon. Why didn't that? Hi, Svava. Not much because I'm not using Stream Elements anymore. That's why. I am sorry. I knew I forgot to fix something. So let's go do that. That will work for now. My bad. Where's the other earbud? I need the other earbud today. Where's the other earbud? I'm sure. There. Okay. I'm back. Thank you for the resub, Bacon. We're going to get sewing in a few minutes, and why won't you stay? Stay. Stay. Just stay. I'm trying to drink my medication. Yes! That was the other important part. In the Gilded server, it's either under General or under Sewing, there is a poll to find out which bias tape we're using to bind this thing. Now, I put that poll up earlier, but I still have to stitch half of this together and then iron it so that the binding irons down. Which reminds me, I need to set this iron to the correct setting. And I think it needs water in it to steam. This cup is the TheraFlu. This cup is water. That's the power. Oh, that's the cord recurve button. So where does the freaking water go in? Oh, there it is. Oh, God. Why would you do that to me? It's this little bitty... Oh, no, it's not. Okay. I mean, it is, but it's not. Experiments in stupidity. There's a little straw thing here. We're going to use a little straw thing. Yay! It works without burning me up. Oh, that's a big... Wow! Half that iron is the water tank. This whole gray bit's the water tank. Nice. Hold on. Yeah, no TheraFlu in the iron. That sounds bad. Hold. That is a lot of steam. And if this was not cotton fabric, I would not be using this. But I steam the cotton, or I burn it. That's how this works. Pro tip. The iron is not hot. The light is on because it is plugged in, but it is not set to jack. It is still cold. Do not put a hot iron face down on your self-healing mat. That will not work. Okay, that's a good chunk in there. This might take the whole cup, but it will fill up. We are going to fill it up. This is supposed to be a quick heat iron, so I am not setting it to heat yet. Because then it's going to blow all that steam out on me. Literally, on me. And, no. Right, we're going to start stitching. But yeah, there's a poll in Gilded to decide what color we're binding it with. These are the bindings we've got as options. Yellow, purple, and green. Now keep in mind there is baby blue ruffles for the bottom, but that's going to go on both sides. The binding's only going to be seen on the top and the back here. So that's not as much of a problem as it sounds. Now, let's see if I can do this without getting stabbed. Excessively. Stabbed excessive. Wow, how much of this did I not do last night? Okay, I was only doing one side at a time. That's fine. That's stitched down. That's not. Okay, that's where we're at. So this has to go on like this. Let's not do it like that. Let's do this like this. So we roll the side that is not full of pins. Sounds like a good call to me. Down right there. There. Ow. It stabbed me. Pin. By the way, thank you guys for the excessive generosity. I have made more money with the scream alerts down there. I had a payout. And I've got another I'm $25 from another payout. Next month. Like that scream alert thing down there has made me more money than I made just streaming the last couple of months. That's insane. Thank you. My eardrums hate you, but my wallet loves you. Don't you dare curl. There we go. We don't necessarily have to stitch this down thoroughly like I have been. That's why I'm not being anal retentive about it. But it does help to have it stitched down when I go to iron it. I used fusible interfacing, which means we're going to iron this stuff and it's going to stick together. But I am supposed to reinforce that with some stitching. And quite frankly, I have no desire to be that pissed if the fabric should shift while I'm ironing it. That's not how I want this to go at all. Never. Alright, so this one we're going to go on this side. Did I miss a pin? No, I didn't pin up there because it was already pinned up top. So the steps we've got left are to stitch this together, iron it down so the interfacing fuses, trim the edges, and then bind it. And the trimming may not be as necessary as that shifted, as it could be. No, that didn't shift. That's the boning scooted down. Damn it. Whatever. Deal with it later. I don't know if we're getting to grommets and laces tonight, but we're going to get damn close. Don't stab me. Don't do it. Yeah, the stitching's a little bit messy, and I can't really do a whole lot about that. For my first attempt, I'm not super concerned about the messy bit. I just want this done to prove that I can do it. I also bought extra wide binding so that I don't have to worry about near as much mistakes. Because getting super close and perfect next to steel boning scares the shit out of me, honestly. So how's everyone else's evening going? Wait, I should drink this. There we go. Before I have another coughing fit. Oh, that's right. I have... Okay, I only have one stream sticker right now. I forgot I had that overlay. The only one that's there is a Band-Aid, I think. And that's only because I've been having trouble figuring out stickers on GiftBot, and I maybe should not be left unattended with the overlay menu. I'm glad you're doing well, Bacon. Broke a little too easily. Why did that break? Because it came unthreaded at the end. Screw you too. I'm glad today was a good day. It was a pretty good day on my end, too. Mild, with occasional bursts of don't do that and extra candies for spontaneously doing chores. For the children, not me. I don't get candy for doing chores. I'm having enough problems with my waist now. Ow! Ow! Stop that. Stop scrolling up, damn it. Hold up, the stupid chat. Keeps scrolling on me and I don't like it. So for those not in the know, I have chat pulled up on my laptop and my laptop is not logged into to Twitch. So I'm basically viewing my own stream as a non-follower to be able to read chat. I will get that fixed eventually, but right now I'm not in a mindset to fix that kind of shit, you know? Okay, we're actually going to turn this down because we've only got 3 more spots to... I know is pretty. And poor DeRitten is having an issue with children again. I am sorry, babe. He's tanking. He is kid tanking while I stream. And I don't think you guys can hear the kids, but I can. Oh, yeah, it is. It's bright. But not bright. Bubblegum pink is not a color you're going to catch me working with very often. But it'll complement a lot of what I work with. I don't usually work in very pale colors for a lot of reasons. For a start, no one in my house is going to wear them. he's not 5. The 7-year-old will wear pastel purple when we can't find a better shade of purple, which happens more often than you might think. But he's a purple kid. Alright, so did I actually get that end? Yes, I did. Okay. We are getting there. We are almost done. Should not have pulled that particular pin. That's fine. Upon close inspection, this corset is not going to look great. But I'm not real sure I care with the first one I'm doing, you know. It's also not like I'm wearing this for some cosplay contest or something. This is strictly for my own entertainment. Well, and I guess your entertainment now, too. But mostly mine, no offense. It will amuse me to wear this outfit. Though considering that skirt does not close in the front, it, may amuse me to wear the corset with something else. I know I said when I got a payout we were going to replace Susan, but that's going to wait for the next payout because Fairy was doing an NDA drive this month, and I invested in a couple of other little things to make my life easier, which will end in more consistent or even more streams. I have found that there is a direct correlation between how well my house runs and how often I stream. Go figure. It's almost like I run the place or something. I have to be fair, though. He does as much work as I do sometimes. And the rest of the time, he's the one bringing in a consistent paycheck, so... Alright, so that's the end of that for the time being. I will check the gilded pole again before we start in on the binding. But that's not happening right this second. So, we're going to move this over. Put this down, and I am setting this to cotton. There is linen in there and the interfacing, but the fabric this is going to be touching is cotton, and I don't want it on any higher settings than that. Which setting is cotton? Oh, it's down there. So there's a little guide on here that says what... Oh, the highest setting. Brilliant. That is for both cotton and linen, by the way. So, it says to use steam, which means in the gray section. Yeah. Right. So, while that's heating, which shouldn't take long, it'll start shooting steam when it's ready, we're going to talk about these new little toys that I got. And also raise my chair, because I'm not standing up to do this. I did too much work today. Thank you. My chair keeps sliding back down of its own accord. I don't like it. This is a table. This is one of the investments that I made. This is a tabletop ironing board. And I'm sure eventually we will take this linen cover off and create a replacement that looks pretty. But these are a tailor's ham. And I think this is also called tailor's ham, but it's for sleeves, not for the rest of it. This is used for shirt collars, originally. Sometimes for ironing the shoulder of shirts. This is used for getting nice crisp edges on pant legs and shirt cuffs. They're called tailor's tools for a reason. That's was a tailor's job before was suits, right? Well, These are actually stupid level handy tools for sewing. At least when you're sewing clothing. And sometimes for toys, I would assume, but mostly clothing. The point here is that this sucker is going to be used to iron out the boobs, which is the most painful sounding sentence I've said in a long time. I don't want a flat chest that bad. Or at all. I'm pretty sure I'd look a little weird flat chested. I'm a little too curvy there. Not the point. This thing is not really of use to me right now. I don't need that, but it came with the tailor's hand. And all this really is a nice linen pillow that is super stuffed. Like, it's taken some work to squash this puppy, okay? It's a projectile. We'll throw the sleeve tube over there because I don't need it. That is taking longer to heat up than I thought it would. Why? Why are you not heating? You need to get hotter. Come on. Heat for me, little pain in the ass. Why are you getting all worky? Hold on, we're gonna try this because I think I may have pissed it off. Oh. I may have screwed up and not pushed a button I was supposed to when I started filling it. Oh, now it's getting hot. Now I feel heat. That's gonna take a little bit. In case you haven't noticed, I don't use an iron very often. At all. So, there's those. While we're doing this, let me pull the trim out. Because it's good to press the button. This is the trim we're using on the bottom. Now, I have, to the best of my knowledge, enough to go around it twice. Actually, let's find that out, shall we? I can smell the iron heating up now. Let's double check that. It's supposed to go around like this. Oh yeah, we got enough. So yeah, it's just going to have blue ruffles on the bottom. Which makes that a bit easier, actually, on me. Just scoot some of these up. Here we go. I don't think it's quite up to par yet. I don't know if the light turns green when it gets up to mark or not. But it's hot. I can feel it out here now. I can feel heat. Not that I'm sure how well you can see my hand out here, but yeah, that's getting up there. Oh, that's the spritzy button. And that's the steam button. It's not quite up to par for either of those yet. Ah, no flying earbud. Nope, nope. No. Just stay, please. Stay. Oh, that is hot. Yes, it is. Yes, it is. Are you ready? Let's find out if you're ready. Let's move the ham first. So we're gonna... I'm left-handed, so this is gonna be tricky either way. Oh, no, let's not iron plastic packaging. Okay, so we're gonna take the iron. I'll set it down here. It sprays. Okay, there we go. Now we're getting somewhere. Oh, that went down fast. Now it's hissing. Now we're good. I want to make sure that actually fused. Yes, yes, that is fusing. Okay, so it's up to heat. That's a spray. There it goes. That was the hissy. There's 2 buttons up here. One's for mist and one's for steam. And I missed the mist. Shh. My iron farts. Great! That's what I needed. It's gonna scare the shit out of the cat. What to do? What to do? We're okay. You'll notice I'm ironing the dark side, not the light side. Because this one's got a black background. If I screw up and burn it, it's not going to show very well. The other side has a white background. That's going to show like no tomorrow. Oh, there are still pins in this. Why? No, just 1 pin. Why is that pin still there? Oh, because I didn't get around to stitching that part down. Well, how did I screw that up? Whatever. We're going to put this pin right here in the middle so that it does iron out like it's supposed to. But I'm not going to stop and stitch that. That's ridiculous. The only part that's not stitched is the top of that boob cup, I think. And frankly, that's going to get stitched anyway because that's where the binding's going. So I don't care. I am tempted to record that sound and turn it into a fart emote. Oh yeah, that's fusing. That is in fact fusing like it's supposed to. Beautiful. Now this is where things get a little tricky. Because I need that to iron down like it's supposed to. Let's try it like this. Just tuck that in there so that this can come down. Oh yeah, that works. That works. So I don't have to worry about having my finger in there while I'm trying to iron just outside of the piece of metal next to the iron. Oh, sorry. I did not know an ad was rolling. Why didn't it tell me an ad? Because I'm not logged into Twitch on this computer. Great, I do need to fix that. Ah! My iron farts. I am strongly tempted to record that sound as a fart emote. And I've been jabbering away, not realizing there's an ad running. I am sorry. Pull this over here. We are using the tailor's ham as a surrogate boob, basically. Yeah! Ooh. Ooh, no, no. No, 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 no. Damn it. And that earbud's still on the floor. Something's wrong with that one. It does not want to stay in my right ear. Okay. Yeah! That's still hot. So what we're going to do now, before I move on here, is we are going to flip the booby bit over the tailor's ham and try to iron it down without losing feeling in my fingers. I'm going to steam myself. I can see it coming now. That's so irritating. I've never used one of these before. I know what it's for, but I've never used it. I think that part fused. So we can go over here. Okay, that's not wrinkling, it's saying. Yeah! Ooh! Steam! Steam. It's just steam. It's okay. It's okay. No, it's not. Shut up. Okay. Okay, so there's that bit. Now we need to get this bit. Thank you for the clip. God, it's like trying to pin on a cloth diaper. It just keeps moving. That did fuse. The lining is fused. So now we're going to take this pin out. We're going to try and get the middle to iron down like I need it to. This is still so much safer and easier than trying to do this without the ham, okay? Boy, am I glad I wore sleeves tonight. Right. That is so much sturdier now. Yes. Okay, on we go. We are going to put the ham back onto the other side as the other surrogate boob here. What this is doing is there's a piece of boning in here, and this is holding that up so that I don't have to worry about, because when it lays flat, it's causing this stuff to wrinkle, as you can see by some of the stitching that went off right here. So that, when I get up to the top, is keeping it from flattening out and wrinkling out the panel I'm working on. Because having it ironed down and stick while it's wrinkled out like that is a bad thing. There we go. I'm just doing that a little bit harder right there. Yes, I am mentally cringing every time this iron gets close to the boob cups. Shush. Yeah, there was a wrinkle there that I stitched down so it wasn't going to go anywhere, but there we are. It's going to be a little wrinkly. It's okay. Like I said, this is my first one, so I'm not super concerned about it being perfect. But this is structurally gaining integrity as we iron it down and fuse it. And down. Thank you. Okay, we're going to get the other panel on this side, and then we're going to iron that boob down. And yes, I know that there's a spot where the lining is showing here. For now, that's going to be the interior, because this is reversible fully. That's why we're fusing it. But eventually I will probably take some ribbon to go over the cup on the side to cover that. Because by the time I figured that out, it was way too late to fix it. And we're actually going to risk my fingers on this panel. The iron is one of the biggest reasons I went with cotton instead of fancy fabrics the first time. Because fancy fabrics are more delicate and more prone to burning. And I'm not dealing with that right now. It's not going to be a thing. Okay, time to fight the boob again. Is fused. Yeah? Yeah. And we keep moving. Okay, that is fully ironed. That has gained a great deal of structural integrity. And before we go further, I'm going to make sure they are. So I had marked out the dots for where the grommets are supposed to go. I can't see that one, so I'm going to have to guess because it's green on green. But I marked it out when we made the pattern pieces. Hand can go over there. You can go off to cool. This is one of the main reasons I bought this iron. Okay, come on. The spring has to reload for that to work. Okay. Let's go. Okay. This is your last call to vote on the poll if you intend to vote on the poll, because we are starting with this. God help me, I'm taping it or pinning it down. This is going along the bottom edge on both sides. Let go. And I have to actually move some of the boning up in the channel for that to work. I'm not enjoying this part. The boning and I do not get along. This boning, not, yeah. Oh, that's just the channel nub. Okay. That's right, I folded over the channels. Okay, this did not fuse. Oh, it's just that one spot. So what didn't fuse is the boning channel doesn't have, there's only fusible interfacing on one side of the shell. So the boning channel did not fuse on one side because there's only interfacing on one side of the channel. And that one's going to be a pinch to get on there. Okay, I might have to hand stitch that one later. That's fine. Okay. That channel has been scooted up. That channel has been scooted up. I don't want to accidentally nail a boning channel with my machine. My needle will snap like a piece of spaghetti and fly off at my face in a similar fashion too. Okay, I should not hit boning with this on this side. And there is no right side of the ruffles. Actually, oh my. So in theory I could ruffle this on both sides, but I don't think I want ruffles on the top. So this actually opens and will slip over it like this, so I don't actually need to use anywhere near as much ruffle as I thought I did. So we're going to start on this end. Sticking this on. Yeah. It's going to take a lot of pins, so this is going to be a time-consuming step. I am sorry. This is the part where I start to get nervous because it looks like this is actually going to work. Don't stab me! Oh, no, I forgot a very important part. Hold up. Where are my scissors? Whatever these are. We gotta trim threads. So in addition to the threads from my machine, which will stick up and look like a big ugly eyesore, there's a bunch of these little threads from the linen shell that need trimmed off, or they will stick up like a horrible eyesore. And yes, I'm using the kid scissors because that's what I could find. Okay, that's not sticking up. That's good. We're good. That came undone. That's it. Deal with that in later. Trim threads, then pin. Trim, then pin. Trim, then... There we go, that. Okay, so what I'm doing right this second, besides trimming threads, is trimming off the excess. That will make it very difficult to line this up. Not all of it, because I do have to make sure I can get up under the boning channels without hitting the boning. With safety scissors. Shush. It's working. I'm going to go ahead and trim this whole way around because I know this part, the binding and the ribbon fluff ruffles, are all going to get handled today. So if you have not voted on Gilded yet, now is your chance. But frankly, any of those colors will work. The only color that wouldn't really work is the one that I had on hand before I went to the quilt store today, which was red. Because there is red in here, but it's so tiny of a chunk, and it goes right into purples and pinks, that it wasn't... The only color that wasn't going to work was the only one I had on hand. Which is pathetic, because usually I have a pretty good stock of that stuff on hand. I think I used it on gifts and crap last year for the kids. There. Flying pin cushion. Alright. this down now on this side. Okay, there we go. That is trimmed. Back to pin. So I'm actually going to have to put pins all over, or it's going to bulge and not pin down. This is gonna suck. I am increasingly seeing the point of the iron-on seam tape, hem tape, whatever. Some of those little threads that I'm pulling out is the linen. It's just got a lot of... You know what? You picked the wrong time to tell me you want to do a backup STFO. Thank you. No. Dumb machine. Okay, lots and lots and lots and lots and lots of tiny pins, tiny pins, tiny pins. Actually, some of these are actual tiny pins and some of them are not. I'm not sure what happened there. What we're actually going to do is we are probably going to use a zigzag stitch on this because that makes it less likely that we're going to miss a section on the opposite side. Come on, quit. Ay! No stabby! Twisting too. See, I'm putting way more pins in here than I like, just from a self-preservation standpoint, because the hemline it moves so much. to contour to the hips and body. So I have to put a pin in every time there's even the slightest change in angle. And there's a lot of changes in angle. So yeah. I'm just lining the whole damn thing with pins. I don't like it, but it is what it is. Ow, no stabby. I'm just going to consolidate myself with the knowledge. But this should be the last thing I have to fucking pin. Says the idiot, knowing full well that they've got bias tape to put along the top. Not the point right now. I apologize for the Steam sticker spam. I did not spend a lot of time on that particular issue. Oh! If Svava's listening, I did a thing today. I learned how to TikTok. And I don't think I have TikTok down in my socials yet. So if Svava would be so kind as to link said TikTok, you'll see a nice, concerning beginning video of me getting this table ready for stream tonight. But she may not be here, so... Oh, she did. She did. Fantastic. There is TikTok. That is my first TikTok. I learned how to do a thing without cussing out my computer. Yay! I've been stabbed again. Stop it. I'm okay. I'm okay. I'm okay. No, I'm not. But I'm okay. There. There. Thank you. crossed the halfway point. We've crossed the really difficult curves. Funny, that's how I describe the part of the body they're going over too. Excuse me one moment. Hem. Tape. Saves. Blood. What is everyone up to tonight? I'm not bleeding. I'm not, am I? No. No. Damn it. It's a pinprick, I'm fine. We're going to sew this crap down first, and then we'll do the binding. So you still got time to vote. But there's too many pins. I cannot work with this while that many pins are in it until I pull them out. I've got to get this down first. I will get frustrated and bleed and pissed if I try to work the binding with this on it. And of course I pinned it flipping backwards. Whatever. I'll work with it. Oh, this is gonna hurt. And we are running. God, I don't want to do that. I don't have a choice. We are going to run a zigzag stitch down this nightmare and pray I don't bleed in the process. That's basically what we're going with here. Feed dogs have gotten a hold of it. We are just running a nice tight zigzag stitch over this. That should catch both sides thoroughly. Thank you. Can we get over the first piece of boning without a problem? Did we? Holy crap, we did. Yes. Okay. Tiny bit of confidence there. Let's not get over our heads. You should be able to see the zigzag stitching there. If not, I will show it off to the face cam in a bit. Because that is coming out nice and smooth. But I ain't taking it off the machine to show you right now. I'm sorry. I'm legit scared of this damn thing right now. Too many pins. I'm not in a great mood for bleeding. I'm already bleeding. Should also miss the bone. It did. Good. I am being very cautious with it right now. I know I am. I really hope none of you are impatient because I'm scared of bleeding. I'm scared of snapping this needle and having it, because I've more than once had the needle, when it snaps, come at my face. I do not like that. For anyone new to sewing, the needle breaking will happen, okay? It's not avoidable. You can avoid a lot of breaking needles by replacing them at certain intervals. Sometimes it's different for each machine, sometimes it's different for each needle, but it's a certain amount of hours sewing you replace the needle. But sometimes it's still gonna break. Sometimes you hit a thick seam you didn't know was in there. Sometimes you hit a sewing pin and it snaps right off. And if you're sewing too fast, which I do a lot, sew on high speed, it is more likely to snap off if you hit one of those thick or hard. Look, my mind's not in the gutter, yours is. Shush. Hey, Digi, how are you? I am sorry the bit alerts are not going off. I need to fix that. But if you look down in the panels, there is a scare alert menu now. 666 no longer works. But there are scare alerts down in the panels. There's like 4 or 9 scare alerts. And I only have one earbud in, so it's not going to cause a hazard to my health, which Svava was concerned about. Yay! I'm already a hazard to my health. Something screaming in my ear is not going to make that worse. I'm also sewing slowly for a variety of reasons. And thank you, Svava. Yes, I'm being careful and slow and almost done with this thing. We should be able to finish the... That's a piece of boning. Should be able to finish this tonight. That boning shifted back down, you little bitch. Do not do this to me. Keep it right there for now. What just happened? Don't do it. Don't do it. Thank you. There are also a lot of non-scare alerts down there. Like, they'll surprise me a little bit, but they're not going to scare the crap out of me, you know? Some of them will. They're not jump scares, though. They're, oh god, Ash might be here scares. So while I'm trying to retrieve that pin without bleeding, we're going to do another shameless plug. So those that don't know, if there are any that don't know, I'm not sure there are. I don't think there are. Ow, don't do it. Thank you. Fairy is raising money. What the? 7-year-old helped with my pincushion again. Fairy is raising money for MDA. MDA is the Muscular Dystrophy Association. What they do is they provide a lot of things, including medical care and research for muscular dystrophy, which, for those that don't know, I just stabbed myself in the finger with a free pin. 3 of my children and 1 of my brothers have MD. Now, because of MDA's research, the life yeah, that number's so low. The life expectancy has gone from when my brother was a kid, mid-20s, not mid-20s, teens, it was teens when he was a kid, to mid-20s now, and some of them even live to be 40. However, that is a terrible lifespan. They provide medical care and research and summer camp and things for these kids to have as normal and fun of a life as they can. Her goal was $1,000. By the end of stream today, I was crying, so was Fairy. I was gone when she hit 1,300, I believe. I got off. I can't stay in Fairy's stream all day. I just can't. I got kids, and she streams a long time. She was at 1,500 by the end of the day. Her stretch goal, if you so choose to stab it upon her. I said stab because of what I'm doing right now. Shush. No, it's still fitting. Is a tattoo of the MDA Shamrock on the opposite arm from the St. Jude logo. So if people want to force her into another tattoo, there you go. But yeah, MDA has been huge over the years. MDA's research is why my children have medication to help limit and control. Not control, you can't limit or control it that much. Thank you, Svava, for the link. To delay, there we go, delay these symptoms, because what MD is the muscles degrade, right? You use them, they take damage. That's how they get stronger, is they damage and they heal. Well, they heal using dystrophin, and people with MD don't produce dystrophin. And if you manage to complete high school biology, it doesn't take much thinking to realize how many of those muscles are actually necessary for life. So it's a big deal. And I'll do it. Don't know when I'll be able to do a fundraiser for MDA, because their fundraisers tend to be about the time we have a slew of new appointments. You're not a bot mod. You're a modist, remember? Wait, was that Misa? I forget. No, that was Misa. Wrong kind of mod, though. Different modist. Different. One of you's Greek, one of you's not. I don't know. You figure it out. Epic mod. That's what you are. The epic mod. I am bleeding again. I'm almost... No, I'm not. I'm halfway. I'm halfway. I will survive. Oh, also, Digi, or anyone else who hasn't done it yet, in either general or sewing in the Gilded, there is a poll to decide what color we are binding the top of this in. Your color choices are buried randomly, but here we go. Green, purple, yellow. I am putting the ruffles on the bottom. Whatever that is goes on the top. Because I don't know about you, but I have no intention of having ruffles in my armpits. So we ain't ruffling the top. And there will be a small educational spouting of the bias tape in a moment. Get up there. I am not sewing through boning. No matter which way you take that word. Yay! And again. Oh, you... I'm surprised it took that long to hit one, really. Can we get it now? That's what I need to know. Please? Please. I am literally begging you. Come on, bitches, don't do it to me. You know what? Sure, let's go straight. You went through the... It just sewed through the cap. No. Stitched right down through that cap. Okay. There we are. We got over the halfway mark before we hit a piece of boning. I'm actually impressed with that. Just tripping up on the boning. It's okay, we're getting there. got until I finish with this ruffle to vote on the poll. Because I'm going to check it as soon as I'm done with this, because that's the next step. So, if you want to vote and haven't... Thank you for feeding the dragon, Digi. Sparkle farts like steak. I'm bleeding again. It's okay, they're pinprick wounds. I am not violating toss. You can't see it. Not even enough to get blood on the ruffle. We're good. Don't do it, don't do it, don't. Thank you. We did not hit that one either. Woohoo! Feed dogs are having a fit at me though. I wonder why. I mean, it's still stitching smooth, so there's not a thread wad or anything down there. Boning and I are not friends. We're just not. And honestly, next time I may put the channels in and cut and cap the boning after I have finished sewing everything at the top. Because this is a bitch to move back and forth over. I don't like it. Okay, we missed that one too. We have one more bone to get over. Oh, and this one's not going to be a problem. That's the channel right there, not the bone. Hallelujah. Past that one. And now it's just a run to the finish because there is no bone at the end. I probably should have put a bone at the end, but no, don't have that in me. I'm not going to be wearing this often enough for that to be a big deal, as far as structure goes. Okay, we know the brood ruffles got all down on this side, so I'm going to check this side and make sure we got them. Okay, there's a little bit of a thread jumble at the end here, which is whatever. That just means it's not going to unravel. I'm running along here to make sure the whole thing got pinned down, sewn down. Holy crap, it did. Okay. That is with the ruffles on. Oh my god, that looks good. Hang on a second, what? Oh, okay. Well, while you're stuffing ballots, it's getting hot in my office, so I'm going to go change out of this shirt. That's the wrong computer. I'm going to hit the be right back screen, and I'm going to be right back. okay, babe? Okay, did we get our ballots stuffed? My brain is so far down the gutter today, I swear. Because it looks like it's going to be purple, which I can't say I'm mad at, because that goes pretty well on both sides. So this is bias tape, double fold bias tape, also known as quilt binding. This stuff comes in several sizes and types. You can get single fold, and I will explain that in a minute here. It's called bias tape. It's called quilt binding. There is a size that is half this big that I hate, is super tiny, and I'm not so great with the super tiny. But it comes in this size. It also comes in twice this size. Twice this size is normally called blanket binding, but it is the same freaking thing. What it is a piece of primarily cotton. Sometimes you can find shinier or nicer. I usually buy cotton. I usually have tons of this stuff around. But cotton bias tape, or cotton fabric that has been ironed once, ironed down, folded and ironed once, is single fold. I use double fold 90% of the time, where it's been done again. You fold it in toward the middle, iron it again, so you've got two folded edges on the ends. I use this for a lot of crap. It's not normally for wearable items, but I do use this a lot. And we are going to pin it again the smart way, not backwards. Wait, it's reversible. I could just flip it if it's backwards. So here's what we're going to do. There is a raw edge on the ruffle down here, so that ruffle edge is going to get sewn up. But we're going to do this so that the edge is folded over, and I'm actually supposed to trim that first. So what we do to get a nice edge on the end, because the end needs to not have a raw edge, is you take the scissors and you do a rectangle thing there. Triangle. Dang it! Angle. You need an angle. Whoopsie. And then we fold this over like that so that when it folds, it's got a finished edge. And we are also going to trap the raw edge of the ruffle under this. So this is going to be a cute trick. Hold on. Because I don't want the ruffles unraveling either. We are going to pin this long ways like So don't stab me again. Tired of bleeding. Stop it. Right. And then we are going to continue, and this is why I like double fold, is because I don't have to fold it over or be picky or careful about how I do it, because it's a finished edge at any point. And this should use a lot less pins than the ruffle did. And that is a fabric difference. This is satin, this is cotton. And it's not smooth cotton either. This stuff's kind of rough by comparison to this nice pretty quilter's cotton, which is fine. But the satin is slipperier, moves more, slicker. Cotton is not. Especially not when you're putting it up against another cotton. There is no such thing as slippery when two cottons touch. Up here, we are going to have to get a little tricksy. So we're going to start with this part. Get this pinned on. Stop it. Turn it so I can see what I'm doing easier. Because that is a straight corner. So we've got to turn it like this. And the corner has to fold under. Mitered corner is what this is normally called. No, it's not. It looks like a mitered corner. This is a fake mitered corner. An actual mitered corner is two pieces of fabric sewn together to look like this. Like a literal constructed corner out of fabric. Like a picture frame, I guess is the right way to put that. Sorry, I haven't done those in a long time. Don't stab me. Thank you. I don't remember what you use single fold bias tape for consistently. Like, I know there's a purpose, but I don't know what it is. Yeah, we're going to have that problem with the boning again. Hold on. Shove it down as far as I can, but hopefully we don't hit it. Or don't hit it close enough for it to matter. Bright note is the ones where I had a really hard time not hitting it aren't going to be a problem this time, because they were down under the cups. And this is going over the cups. If I can convince it to go over the frickin' cups. Come on. Okay, yeah, I like the purple on here. This looks nice. Now, I believe the initial pattern for this did show two straps that went on either side of the boob. And if I do go that route, I can do it after the fact, because that would be with the ribbon. And this has got to be bound properly. I can disguise the ribbony bits without a problem. At all. Okay, so we don't got a lot of room for error here. Damn it. Well, we're gonna make do. I may have to stop to move the underwire. It's not an underwire, it's a piece of boning. That's part of the problem. It's flexy. But we may have to stop to shift it back halfway, which is going to be annoying. But that's alright. Okay, pin there. Ouch! I didn't actually stab myself that time. It was just an appropriate thing to say. Shush. I do not know if we will get to grommets tonight. We will see, but it might not happen. So at that point, the question would be, do you actually want me to see me grommet and lace this thing? Or do you just want me to frickin' finish it and post on Instagram and crap? Because I'm thinking I should wait till next week and finish it on stream. That's where I'm at. Stop it. It's fighting me. The flippin' stuff's bias tape's fighting me there. Fair enough. Now, whether or not I can model this for you on stream, that is up to be written. I will show it to him when it is finished. Actually, once it is finished tonight, I should be able to get it on enough to show it to him. And then he can decide whether or not I can model it on stream. Because that's, revealing. Or might be revealing is more the point. I don't know if it's going to be revealing. I know that I can't wear that skirt without something under it because the front does not close. But that's fine. I own shorts and leggings and yeah. I can wear the skirt. I'm just not wearing it without something under. Toss violation. That screams toss violation. Will get me banned, possibly permanently by my husband from streaming. But yeah, no, I ain't doing that on stream. Hey, nope. No, stop it. Stop it. All right, so we are working on this. We're getting there. We're making progress. Far less pins in this one. Far less curves to go around. Which is saying something because it's actually going over the largest curves I've got. Well, second largest curves. The hips are probably the largest. I don't know. I don't measure. It's depressing. Thank you. Well, yeah, because I won't get trim done today, and I know that because there is some more detailing to do, and yeah, it'll probably get finished next week, which is fine. We are getting the major construction is about to be done. This is fantastic. I am actually scared by how good this is looking. I didn't think I could do this. There's obvious imperfections. The stitching isn't straight. It's not perfect. It's not. There's that one open gap. But that is not something I thought I could accomplish. Certainly not with underwires and boning in it. Hold up. I need this up. Oh, that's better. Okay. I'm sorry if it looks wonky on camera now, but it's up. It's off my neck. It's warm in my office. I think part of it's the ring lights that have been on almost all day. But a lot of it is my office just gets warmer than the rest of the house in the winter. And the heat is back on because it gets cold. I was wearing that long sleeve shirt because it was cold in the rest of the house not long ago. But I'm still sweating in here, and I changed into shorts and a tank top. It's a sewing pin. How in the flying hell did I just stab myself in the exact same place? Again, pull this over like that, then it folds down like that, so it's a faux mitered, which is basically unnecessary, but I don't like having that stuff showing, like floofed out, and I'm not doing it more complicated. Wow, that was barely enough. Okay, it's okay, it's okay. Did that pin backwards and I don't care. These things are pinned. So who wants to take bets on how many pieces of boning we're going to hit? Goes like that. Chicken. It is not the first time I have played this game. I don't like it. I normally lose. Ow! Stop it! Okay. The bias is pinned. And I'm an idiot and I pinned it backwards again. You know, that's what you get. Backup on this machine is broken. So what I'm going to do is raise the needle, lift the foot, and pull it back so it does double stitch over to lock it down. I don't know what's wrong with the backup on this one, and I honestly don't care. Yes! Just like with the ruffles, we are using a zigzag so that we do not miss the opposite side at any point, if I did this right. Now, the important thing to know with bias tape is that the thicker the thing you're trying to bind, the more likely it's not going to be lined up. If this was thicker, like some quilts, I would not have done this by pinning straight through both sides. And I will show you how I would have done that at some other point. But basically, you, with standard quilt batting, which is actually pretty fluffy and thick. I don't use that most of the time because we're in Texas. What I call a winter quilt down here is actually more of a summer quilt up north. But with the fluffy batting that a lot of quilts use, it's far too fluffy. It gets to be about that thick that you're trying to get this binding around. So what you do is you unfold the binding and sew one end down, and then fold it over like I did and pin it and sew the other end down. It winds up having doubled stitching on one side of the quilt most of the time, but that's usually the back. And that is obviously not how they did it by hand. When you hand quilted, when they were hand quilting those, they didn't have to worry about punching through both sides at once. They could feel for it and actually sew it that way. Turn the corner. Try not to bleed. Yep! And now we get to play dodge the boning. My brain is so far in the gutter today, I swear. I was watching Nerdy Crafter videos today. That might be part of the problem. If you don't know Nerdy Crafters, she is technically a kid-friendly streamer. My kids actually love watching her streams, but the videos are not aimed at children. And get the mind out of your mind out of the gutter, and that's what she said happens a lot. There are heavy implications for adults in those videos. But she keeps it family friendly mostly. That's why my kids love it, because she often has Sika, her sister, on some of the newer videos, and Sika cusses. When Sika cusses, there's a dolphin or duck noise that goes off. Kids love it. That is going down fantastically. All right. We getting there. And it's only 9:20. So I will try to dig out the grommets, because that is actually the next step, is the grommets. But I know where they're at, I think, which is a bonus, because normally I wouldn't. It's the grommet press that I'm not sure where is at, but there's only so many options there. Really. I've been rearranging things in the house, can you tell? Most of my crap should be in this room. Please don't hit the boning, I'm begging you. You went through the boning. Beauty. Which cut the thread. We're going back up a little bit. We're going to drop. We're going down to stitch 1. Gonna rethread. For those that did not watch that particular stream, I capped the boning. It is all steel. The caps are metal. So if it sews through the cap, it has sewn through the effective equivalent of a tin can, as far as the thread is concerned. So yeah, it's gonna cut the thread. Is that bent again? You are not supposed to be bent. I didn't authorize that. Why didn't you pull it up far enough? I say like the machine gives a shit what I want. That's it. Please do the thing. It is not going to thread like I need it to. Come on, don't give me this. The needle thread is bent again. Did that go through where it was supposed to? Alright. Right. Oh, good thing my eyes still work. Okay, so we're going with stitch number 1 because that's a straight stitch to get over this cap. Past this cap, more like. Now we're going to go back to stitch 4, which was the zigzag. I'm not using a straight stitch for most of this, both to make sure we hit the other end of the stuff, but also because when you just straight stitch across here, you end up with these little ruffly bits that flip up on the bias tape, and I hate it. It drives me nuts. It collects lint in the wash. It's terrible. Now on a quilt, after you've washed it 5 or 6 times, it don't matter no more. It's a quilt, right? But this is going to be up close against intimate parts of my skin. I don't want that. And we are actually going to have to straight stitch on these two. That's not ideal, but that's okay. To the zag. Stop it. I'm tired of bleeding. Friggin' stop it. For those of you wondering why I've been stabbed so many times, the boning and the cups keep moving the garment, which means flipping and twisting which pins are pointed where. So when I am getting stabbed, I'm getting stabbed good. Going back up to 1, the straight stitch to go across this bit here. was just the polish. Okay. For a second there, it felt like I'd really screwed up my fingernail. Get across that one. And now we'll make it across this one. Then we go back to 4. All right. I didn't waste my time on a manicure today, damn. We have one bone left to get over on the cups. We are past the halfway point up here. I've only been stabbed a few times. And after this, we're done with the pins. That's it. There ain't no more pins. There ain't no more sewing. We are down to grommets and trim. And the trim goes on by hand, damn it. Sound. Stitching isn't screwing up. I don't know what's going on there. Whatever. Yow! It's still stitching. I don't know why it's making that noise. I don't care at this point. We got 3 bones to get over. Don't do it, don't do it, don't do it. Oh, thank God. We missed! We missed. Woohoo! Except that it came unthreaded. Okay. So there's going to be some stitch trimming that needs to happen. That's fine. That's fine. We almost got over that bone before that was a problem. I am increasingly unimpressed with sulky threads. Like, I know they're supposed to be better for certain garments, but this is a pain in the ass. This stuff breaks faster than the other stuff I've used. Bothers the crap out of me. The cheap stuff shouldn't be strong. One more. Ah, we're done with the bones. Woo! Which means I'm speeding this up just a hair, because we're down to straight lines now. Thank you for feeding Sparkle Farts, Digi. Don't you fucking dare you finish it. Thank you. Bitch machine. Okay, so now we're going to do like we did last time. We're going to run along the back here and make sure this all got pinned down. Trim that one. Hold on. That's where we had to back up because the thread came undone. Did it pin down all the way? That's what we're trying to ascertain. It did. What? Ah, no! We have finished sewing on this corset. So, that is one side. Yes, I know that's there. We have to go over that with some trim ribbon at a later date. That's not going to happen anytime soon. And there's the other. Oh my god, that looks so much better than I thought it would. Okay, let's see if I can find grommets. We have half an hour left. That might be enough. Oh, there's the grommet press behind the safe. Nope. 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 Ah! Yep. No. Snaps. Hook and eyes. Nope. Nope. That's a lot of safety pins. Didn't know I had all those. Nope. Nope. There's another one down here. Hold on. Nope. 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 Agates. Nope. 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 Well, shit, where'd I put them? There they are. What the hell are they under? They're in here. I could see them from underneath. Oh, why are they in there with the iron-ons? You know what? Never mind. I don't care if I found them. We're running out of string time. Thank you, Svava. It is. As far as I can tell. Obviously, I don't know how it's going to look on me, but you know what? At worst, it's going to look good on Susan. With dust and crap in it. Like a lot of dust and crap in it. That's not ideal. don't have canned air or I'd use it. Close enough, whatever. Right, so we need 2, 4, 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 11 per side, so 22 grommets. God knows why they're in here with the iron-on patches. The screws also have no real explanation. Oh. Those came off something important. I forget what. So for the grommets, we need this little dinky bit and this bit. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and I don't actually know if I have enough, that's why we're counting them out. 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, holy crap, I think we do. 20, 1, 2, I'm grabbing a couple extras in case my counting was off. Got it. Okay, so we got enough of those. I know we have enough of these. So I'm just going to find a small pool of them. And I will unnecessarily explain how these work real quick and why we've got to have 2 sides. Because I didn't know before the first time I used these. Okay, so there's 2 sides to this thing. There's this bit, which goes on the top. Is there one up there already? No. Okay, let me move that. I think it goes on the top. We're about to find out. We're going to do a test. But this bit goes, no, it doesn't go on the top, in the top. And it cuts down into this bit. And the press forces it to curl while it's in there. And it will pinch the fabric in between and cut it. So, I'm going to line this up. And I have to stand up for this. And God only knows why there's wheels on it, but that's not my decision to have made. That's someone else. Did you work? Please tell me you worked. You bitch. You failed. Okay, so I think I got those on upside down, is what happened there. Give me a sec. Or backwards. I think this part might go on the bottom, and the ring goes in the top. I know it forces it to bend funny. I just don't know how. I'll try again. Just like so. That one went through. Okay. That one fucked up completely. So it bent wrong is what happened this time. I don't know how to pry that off. Okay, we're going to revisit that particular grommet later. There's the next dot. Let's see if... No, that's not how that... Is it? That shouldn't be how it works, but I could be wrong. I'm going to try one of these again, and maybe I just did not put enough pressure behind it? I don't know. We're going to find out. But I actually think that dot is too close. Yeah, considering the size of the grommets and the ribbon that we're using, that is too close. So we're going to do every other one. Oh, that felt like it worked. That one worked. That one's in the way it's supposed to be. So I didn't use enough pressure the first time. That's fine. And yeah, we are skipping a grommet because that is definitely too close together. I can actually feel it bending down. See, that one actually punched a hole like it was supposed to. Those I'm going to have to trim. That just means it didn't cut through all the fabric like I would like. That's all. This one is going to have to come out and get redone. Possibly. Maybe not. Hold on. See if I can fix it this way. Maybe. We don't know. We're going to find out. The answer is yes. That one looks a little funny, but now it's formed like it's supposed to be. So, yippee. I don't have to pry that one off because that was going to be a bitch. Where's the other dot? I got the dots marked on the white side because I can't see them on the black side. Go. Now we're getting somewhere. I just gotta put body weight behind it. I don't have that kind of upper body muscle. Bullshit. It's that one. Yeah, it's that one. And last one on this side. That one is a failure that was used before. They both are, so I'm not doing that. Which is fine, I've got more than enough out here because we're skipping a dot. That formed right. Okay, so that's one side, totally grommeted. What do you think you're doing? Oh, I know why those screws were in there. I replaced the screws that were holding this stupid thing down. Because they were, oh, so barely long enough. And it was pissing me off. Because it fell off on my foot. So I threw them in with the grommets. Now I know what I did. Sorry. That's taking a lot of upper body muscle. Even with my torso being involved. That one cut through too, okay. Just doesn't always look like it right away, probably because there's so many layers it's going through. There. So proud of this thing. It sounds stupid in my head when I say it out loud, but that is not stupid. This is so much more complicated than anything I've done before. Ow. My ribs did not like that. Okay, we have grommets in. I'll clean up the grommets so I don't lose them because I actually need these for kids' braces. And what time is it? We still have time. We're going to start lacing. Where is that ribbon? Sorry for the noise on the mic. It's sitting in the basket with the ribbon where it should be. Here, ribbon. You need one. Need him. Here, boy. It's not in here, is it? There it is. There it is. Come on. Woo! All right. Now I'm not sweating because of heat. That's a workout. I'm actually eyeballing this with the amount of... I want that much slack between them. I realize that's probably more generous than I need, and I don't care. I want slack to work with. So we're going to make a nice long ribbon here for a bow. And then do this deal until we've got what I need. This one goes there. Oh my God, the neons. This one goes there, and then there, and then there, and a nice long tail here. And the excuse for scissors. So I'm not doing it right now because I don't know where they're at, but I'm going to put a bead on the end of each of these when I find them or buy them, whichever one's going to happen, so that I don't have them get lost. But first we are going to run it through here and run the other end through that side until we got them even. Oh, I should actually trim that. Hold on. I will get better with the grommet press. I forgot how much work that took. It's one through there, one through here, and lots and lots of threading, lacing, whatever. Come on, come on. Okay, now we've got it even. We can just lace the rest of it. Thread, lace, whatever you want to call it. Get it done. Skip over, go down here. There we go. We got it. We're good. We're good. Woohoo! Same thing on this side. Over it so I can actually bind this like I need to. Oh, I did that like a shoe. I was not supposed to do that like a shoe. It's supposed to go loop-de-loop-de. I don't actually give a crap. It's satin ribbon. It's not like it's going to have a difficulty pulling through. we're done. This puppy is done. We're also about out of time, but we're done. So, this will hit Instagram at some point, possibly TikTok. Don't hold your breath. That hurt my head. But this will hit Instagram. This will hit Discord. If I have to do trim, the trim that is happening will be ribbon in here along the cup. Not guaranteed that's going to happen. That might just be the inside. Oh, and possibly a ribbon that goes from here over the neck to here. That will get hand sewn if that's necessary. But that depends on how this holds up. But yeah, thank you guys for stopping by. Thank you for the bits and the support and the encouragement with this project, because this was insane. This is more pieces I've ever worked with. This is more trim, more work, more issues than I've ever worked with. So, I'm not going to bother punting in socials. I'm not going to raid because I'm exhausted. I will see you guys later. Thank you so much. Have a good night.